Hey guys, so today I got a Hanzo guide for some of you who might want to play Hanzo or are thinking about playing Hanzo. I know Overwatch has been out for a little bit now, and I played a lot of it, and I want to get my knowledge out there to you guys who might not know as much or might be new to the game. So yeah, let's get right into it. So Hanzo is one of those characters that's very easy to learn, but extremely hard to master. You'd have to be a competent player to be extremely deadly with him. He is very, very good. So Hanzo is kind of like a close to mid-range sniper, I would say. You don't want to be too far back as, let's say, like a Widowmaker would be, because then you're not going to be hitting your shots and you're going to be missing and you're not going to do a lot of damage, and that's not good. So you kind of want to stay kind of in the middle, behind your teammates, and you just want to just start picking people off, and you'll have the potential to do a lot of damage. So I kind of want to go over some of Hanzo's strengths, and one of the first things I want to mention is that Hanzo is very viable on attack and defensive maps. For instance, on defensive payload maps, he is very, very good. You can also attack with him and you'll be very, very deadly. Also, when you play the control point maps, he can be very good with that. It's just about how you play him and your positioning and where you are. The first ability I want to talk about is Hanzo's Sonic Arrow. It's an insanely useful ability. Crazy useful for you and your team. It allows you to see where enemy players are going to be. You can shoot it at crucial spots on the map where people could be hiding. Shooting it at choke points gives your team a great visual on where the enemy team is going to be at. As you can see, I got an easy kill on that Reaper coming around the corner because I knew where he was coming. It allowed me to pre-fire and able to get that headshot on him. The next ability I want to talk about is Hanzo's Scatter Arrow. When you use it, the first thing it hits, it's going to scatter into 5 different arrows, and each one of those deals 75 damage. This thing can almost outright kill tanks. It does so much damage. You basically want to keep using it every single time it's up. Now, this ability is actually kind of very hard to get used to. As you can see, I'm banking it off of walls getting kills. Once you practice with it a little bit and you get used to it, you can start, shooting it off of the floor, the ceiling, almost anything you can think of to get that kill. What I see people do sometimes, and it's a mistake, is that they shoot the scatter arrow at the person directly. You don't want to do that. You want to shoot it on the floor, at their feet, or at an angle to where you can get that easy kill on them. So this ability is definitely good to where if you're in a 1v1 situation against a Tracer or a Genji, if they jump on top of you, or anybody, for instance, if they surprise you, you can definitely just aim it at the ground right below their feet and you can get that kill. And the last ability is Hanzo's ultimate Dragon Strike. You're able to shoot it through walls and it goes through the entire map, so anything that's in its way basically gets one shot. His ultimate's very useful when you combined it with something like, let's say, a Reinhardt or a Zarya's ultimate that's very hard CC that can stun the entire team. When you combine ultimates like that, that's something that can really change the way of the game. Let's say, for instance, you're losing and you both combine your ultimates like that and you kill their entire team and you can win. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is his weaknesses. The first thing I should mention is that he's not as effective as Widowmaker would be at long ranges. You're going to do low damage output and you're not going to be helping your team as much. And lastly, Hanzo doesn't really have very many escape routes. He doesn't have a lot of survivability. If you put yourself in a bad spot, you're going to probably die. But if you position yourself correctly or around your teammates, you should be just fine. Anyways, thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching. I know I never covered everything you need to know, but this is just a basic beginner's guide. I'll probably make an advanced guide later on, but I do want to make just basic guides for all the heroes in Overwatch, not just Hanzo, but for like Genji and stuff like that. That's really fun. But let me know how I did. If you guys found this useful at all, let me know. Leave a comment, like it, subscribe if you guys want to see more. I got plans to do a lot more stuff, so yeah. Anyways, thank you guys again so much, and I'll see you guys soon.